Hi folks, my name is Temba Robin and I have the honor and privilege of being MC at this year's SAFIS 2026 Summit. It's about to kick off here. We have loads of people from the industry getting together today to collaborate, talk and see how we can move the industry forward. So a lot to look forward to and I hope you enjoy it. Take a look.
This year is all about giving back. We believe this whole industry, we shouldn't just look after ourselves. This is why we became a consultancy business more than anything else. We want to introduce you to the right people because your success at the end of the day is our success, is everybody else's success.
I think the funeral industry in South Africa is quite interesting, particularly because the way we experience it right now is quite mature. We have quite significant penetration from a sales perspective and a cover perspective. Now what's interesting for us as insurers and as industry players at large is how do we co-create and build the future of this industry that meets client requirements, client solutions, that is not necessarily just funeral. Maybe they're adjacent products that support funeral insurance and life insurance in South Africa, and how that supports an entire life cycle of the end user rather than what supports our profitability as insurers.
I think there's a lot of new opportunities, AI, technology perspective. Even the number of people coming into the market is it's showing there's new fresh blood coming in. I think we still got a long way to go to get to a point where we are saturated.
The next big change, I think, is the new legislation where there'll be more opportunities for licensing at a cheaper price for funeral parlours to become underwriters in inverted commas. I think that'll also be a major factor from a funeral parlour point of view. And then, of course, AI.
The death care industry is one that has, over a significant amount of time, offered value to the average citizen and brought dignity to our dearly departed. I'm very happy to report, based on the interactions we've had today, that we are on a great platform for the future success of the space. And it looks like the contributors are excitedly working on new products and adding value to those that need and desire those products in the industry specifically.
IAT was actually founded for that exact reason. A group of very good people got together and they developed a solution where the underserviced, underbanked, unbanked could trade in this digital world.
I think what's quite exciting about it is the transition of youth coming into the market segment, actually encouraging a level of individualism. And that actually forces us to be a bit more innovative as insurers. So it's actually quite exciting because the challenge exists to improve the product segment and deliver more value for clients.
When communities see regulators and insurance acting visibly against abusive practices, confidence in the entire ecosystem from a funeral insurance perspective rises.
Yeah, I think the funeral industry has got a bright future ahead. There's a big market that's untapped. It's just the technology required to get into that market and explore the new options that's available.
I believe that there's a lack of digitization. The entire process is still done on paper. So the problem is that opens up the process for delays and fraud and risk in the entire chain of a funeral process.
I think the future of the funeral industry is bright. It comes with challenges, yes, because as we've heard today, the compliance in theory and the compliance in practice doesn't necessarily match up always. I think there are challenges, practical challenges that we need to face head on. However, it's a growing industry. We saw some stats today with regards to the amount of premiums that flows through the industry as well as the amount of potential premiums that flow through the industry.
Well, that concludes SAFIS 2026. A number of incredible conversations and insightful conversations have been had, and I think everybody's leaving here a little wiser and determined to change the future of the funeral industry. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you at the next one.